Aquí estamos de vuelta con Genshin Impact y bueno, no esperaba hacerlo ahorita, pero me encontré con Amber y pues no tuve otra opción que seguir la historia. Le di por accidente. Entonces, ¿cómo te va?
結構楽しんでるみたいだね。
Es
け
cierto.
ど飛行免許はまだ持ってないよね。
No.
飛行免許？なんだそれ。名前のまんまなんだけど、その飛行免許を持っている人だけがこのモンド城内を飛行できるんだよ。
Oops.
彼もう結構飛んでるぞ。そんな話全然聞いたことない。毎日あちこち飛んでたからみんなの目に留まったみたいだね。にひじゃあ今日は飛行免許を届けに来てくれたのか？まさか。騎士にだってちゃんと規則があるからね。飛行免許はテストに合格してから騎士団が発行するの。今日は試験官としてあんたの飛行免許のテストを監督しに来たんだ。風の翼を渡したのは私だからね。責任を持たないと。きっとジンさんもそう言うし。テストなんか面倒だな。でもアンバーが試験官なら。そんな目で見ないで。絶対にダメだからね。それに簡単な試験だから安心して。風魔竜を撃退した時の飛行ができれば問題ないはずだよ。でも規則と飛行基準は守らないとダメだからね。この飛行指南をあげる。覚えなくてもいいけど理解はしておいてね。例えば2人で風の翼を使うのは禁止とか、重い荷物を持って飛ぶのは禁止とか、風スライムを使った飛行は禁止とか。とにかくよく読んでおいて。リサさんに魔法を教えてもらった時だって私も熱い本をたくさん読んだんだから。熱いな。仕方ない。とりあえず読んでみるか。うん、読み終えたら風たちの地に来て。セピロス騎士団の飛行指南。タイトルからして難しそうだ。
No quería hacer esto ahorita.
世
Está
界
en
に
el...
最初の風が吹いた時、空に羨望を抱いたスズメは翼があるにもかかわらず飛ぶことができなかった。彼らは風神に問いかけた。どうすれば大空を抱きしめられるのかと。一番大切なものがまだ見つかっていないから、そう風神は答えた。風は草原を撫でタンポポの種を彼方へと飛ばす。彼らは必死に翼を広げた。ただ草原の風はあまりにも優しく、足をもつれさせるだけだった。そして彼らは峡谷を訪れる。吹き荒れる強風は彼らに自らの力を見せつけた。彼らは勇気を振り絞り、谷から飛び降り、うなる風の中で翼を動かす。あの空を自由に飛べるようになるまで、ただひたすらに。そして彼らは危機として風神に言った。なるほど、風の強さが足りなかったんだと。風神は答えた。いや、大事なのは強き風ではなく勇気だ。それが君たちをこの世界で初めて飛ぶ鳥にしたと。
いい話だったな。けど騎士団の飛行士なんてこんな感じなのか？とにかくアンバーのところに行こう。
Que yo estaba haciendo una misión. Estaba haciendo una misión secundaria. Y de repente, ¡pum! Misión principal. Estoy volando ilegalmente, ahora lo sé. Pero lo necesito hacer por el bien de mis misiones. Muy bien. Llegamos. Bueno, básicamente la misión secundaria era comprar un regalo, pues, así que por eso vine con ella y el regalo es para su esposa, pero no sabía qué comprar, así que la tengo que ir a entregar en la iglesia. Y sí, no he hecho nada de historia hasta he subido de nivel, combatiendo, descubriendo lugares y como no sé si llevamos el mapa, pero ahorita les muestro. Esta
あれはジン団長だよな。誰かと話してるみたいだ。話が終わったら挨拶しとくか？
それが我々の立場だ。直ちに風魔竜を滅ぼすことができないのなら、モンドの防衛をファ竜に渡した方が良いかと。モンドの流祭は何とかなる。我々があのけだものを。
けだもの？
おや、代理団長殿は違うとでも？
帰国の外交官にはもう少しまともな態度を示していただきたい。モンドの私風守護、その一つを処理したいだと。セピロス騎士の前でそういうザレ言はやめていただきたい。
ざれ言などめっそうもない。よかろう、今日の協議はここまでだ。今回の成果は双方が誠実に建設的な意見を交わした事実通りに記録させてもらう。
Uf.
ああ、おかえり。協力ありがとう。おかげで風魔竜の襲撃による余波も一段落ついた。しかし使節団側の圧力はもう無視できないほど大きくなっている。
使節団？外交の使節団か。リエ公から？それとも稲妻城から？
スネージナヤ、七神の中で標準を祀る国家からだ。その使者には名前があってだな。ファデュイ、聞いたことはあるか？
ああ、ファデュイか。聞いたことあるぞ。でもあまりいいイメージはないな。
風魔竜を殺すことが正しいと私は思わない。それに氷の神が率いるファデュイは風神眷属の力を望んでいる。それが見え見えなんだ。どうかしたか？ああ、騎士団本部に戻ろう。こんなところで大事な話をすべきではないな。
Chale. Nadie me deja hacer las misiones principales.
モンドと冬の国は同じく七国の一つだ。モンドは独立した城でどの国にも属さない。冬の国はスネージナヤと呼ばれている。モンドとも外交関係を結んでいる。しかし外交に関してファデュイはおそらくこの大陸で最も勢いがあると言えるだろう。
うん、そうだな。さっきのやつも嫌な感じだったよ。
Bueno. Muy bien, y así completamos todos los encargos. Y esta es una buena oportunidad para enseñarles qué he desbloqueado. Muy bien, primero vamos al mapa. Les mostraré qué es lo que he desbloqueado, aparte de los personajes que están viendo en pantalla. He desbloqueado todas estas partes, he ido por todos los lugares, he hecho algunos de esos monstruitos para subir de nivel rápido. Ahorita ya se me recargaron estos cositos lunares, no sé cómo se llegan. Yo exploré aquí y pues es sencillo, solo llegar hasta aquí, hacer un puzzle y de viento y habrá un portal que los llevará hasta allá. Así que bien, nada, eso de gratis para que no tengan que ver otro video que tarde mucho o clickbait. Bueno, de aquí solo hice misiones secundarias, desbloqueé como vieron la pantalla de encargos y ya, se desbloquea a nivel 12. Y pues no he hecho mucho. También he subido mis personajes. También he subido mis personajes de nivel. Y veamos que los personajes que tengo. Desbloqueé a ella, lo desbloqueé a él, de suerte. Y a ella también. Y dicen que este y este son muy buenos, así que me los voy a quedar. Y tengo a todos los personajes de la historia. Esta me salió, pero ya saben que la dan gratis en nivel 20 por ahora, antes de la 1.1, así que no me hizo mucha ilusión. Pero algo que la desbloqueé 2 veces porque hice varias tiradas, sin gastar dinero, porque estuve consiguiendo protogemas y traté de hacer tiradas, pero ya, no me quedé sin protogemas para hacer más tiradas. Y bueno, si te sale un personaje repetido, desbloquea su constelación. En el caso de bueno, de mi personaje principal, tuve que comprar algo con la que fuimos del regalo y desbloqueé una parte de la constelación. Que no entiendo muy bien para qué sirven aún, pero ahí está. Y es todo lo que he hecho. Y de ahí pues vamos a seguir haciendo las misiones principales. Y bueno, ahorita los veo en un segundo. Tengo que hacer algunas otras cositas antes de eso. Y bye. ¿Qué pasa, gamers? Estamos aquí de vuelta. Y bueno, continuamos con la misión de Amber. Así que vamos a ello. Y sí, se preguntan en lo que el tiempo que ha pasado entre el primer corte y subí de nivel. Así que no se preocupen, que ya conseguí a Bárbara gratis. Hablemos con Amber. Y ahorita estoy haciendo el rápido porque ya.
Great, you're here. Did you have a good read through of the gliding manual? Got all the rules down? Sounds like it was a real drag. I would know. I've been there. Ugh, the gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all. Don't tell Jean, though. Really? Paimon thought there were some pretty cool stories in the gliding manual. Cool stories? Oh, you must mean the example cases in the appendix. Some of them I like. My favorite one is about the illegal Animo slime takeoff. Apparently, if you pop an Animo slime and take off in the burst of wind, it shoots you up really, really high. I really want to try it. No, not that story. Paimon meant the one with the little bird who wanted to learn to fly. What? Let me take a look. Oh, shoot. This is the storybook I used to read as a kid. Oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile and must have grabbed the wrong one when I was leaving. How in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual? This is so embarrassing. It's because, maybe deep down inside, that fairy tale is the thing that truly taught me how to glide. What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world. Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outrider, and to become the gliding champion of Monstadt. But anyway, let's get back to the exam. Don't be nervous. Just glide like you're used to. Okay then, you just need to follow the marked route to the finish.
Muy bien. Hagámoslo. Dani. Ok. Una corriente de viento. Creo que no importa si... Uy.
Nailed it! But it's no surprise given the way you handle your glider in a storm. The next part of the exam is in Monstadt. See you there. Don't keep...
Ok, vámonos. Vamos a Monstadt a obtener nuestras cosas para no volar ilegalmente. Volé ilegalmente hasta nivel 20. ¿Qué rayos? Chale.
Hey, here! Over here! I'm all set up. Let's carry on with the exam. Same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the finish without stopping in the middle.
Ok. Vamos a dar la vuelta ya, ni modo. ¿Cuál es el camino? Ah, ya lo vi. Ok. Chale.
Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now. Let's do the final stage. Easy! You've flown this way before anyway! Once you've passed this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license. Just
Okay.
keep thinking about that license. Ready?
Vamos.
Windborne traveler, you are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius. I am Otto of the Knights of Favonius.
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license. It is against the law to glide without a license. I am arresting you under Section 7, Article 12 of the Monstadt Penal Code. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will forever carry on the wind.
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding exam.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral, claiming she saw Raptor gliding around these parts. I thought your student here must have been his partner in crime.
Raptor? Who's that?
A known criminal in Monstadt. He always uses a wind glider to commit his crimes, so people started calling him Raptor.
Wow, he flies fast then.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him into the cathedral with a precious artifact and ambush him inside. But he escaped with the artifact. Fortunately, one of the sisters put some secret markings on the artifact using elemental magic. But he was too fast, and we couldn't even keep up with the trail the markings left behind.
Well, if you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one for the job. So tell me, which way did he go?
As far as I know, he was last seen near Springvale. But that was some time ago.
Leave it to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a chance. Once we've got this raptor guy, we'll pick up where we left off. But no need to worry. I'll be sure to have a word with Jean.
Qué dicha. Ahora no tengo idea de cuál será el título del video. Ok. Veamos dónde está en el mapa primero. Está aquí. Así que nos vamos al punto de teletransporte.
This is Springvale. There must be some clues about raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took. Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues. Ooh, hey, what do you think this is? It looks like a broken tree branch. Oh, Paimon knows. It's from a frame of a wind glider. Therefore, there are no elemental traces on it. A strip of cloth with animal markings on it. Looking at the design and the way it's woven, there's a good chance it came from a wind glider. Wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought. If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken.
Creo que después de la magia y todo eso debió de romperse por algo. Así que hacemos la visión elemental. Ahí está.
How do we know if this was left by a strange bird or an animal slime? Animal slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stomped on one to take off. How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an animal slime? Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very clear. It appears that the elemental markings point this way. Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead? There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings. Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead. It sounds like there's a battle going on. Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going.
Me gusta cómo lo tradujeron en español. A ver, rapaz. Vamos para allá. Corriendo. Bueno, esperamos a que se recargue la energía un poquito. Está.
Thank goodness, the Knights of Favonius have arrived. The hilly trolls won't dare pursue me any longer.
What happened?
I can't believe it, but the hilly trolls attacked our carts. Luckily, I outran them.
Hilly Churls? But I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out most of the Hilly Churl camps around these parts.
It's a small camp not too far from the village, but the route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Now, who does that remind me of?
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out into the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when the merchant caravan gets here tomorrow.
Funny looking? In what way?
Oh, he was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life. Maybe that's why he fell. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding. I'm gonna report that idiot and make sure he gets his license revoked.
Heavy object? The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong lead. on with the chase. Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the knights to mop up the rest of the hilly churls as soon as possible.
Ah, me llevan de un lado para otro.
There's no end to this.
Nos posicionamos y acabamos con todos de un solo.
Have a taste of this. Suffocate.
Apart from the hilly churls, there's a
Vamos.
bunch of funny-looking people too. Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor. But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for? I wonder. Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure. But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him. Forget these guys. Come on, let's keep following the elemental markings. Huh, look where we are. The elemental power on the artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape. He won't get away with this. After him!
Ok. Vamos.
There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide. But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off. If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right? Yeah, but what's that gotta do with anything? How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam? Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to go? It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Monstadt himself. So, what do you say? Woohoo! Good, prepare for takeoff. Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours.
Ok, vámonos. ¿Qué? Ok, fallé. Porque no tengo tiempo de recarga en cuenta. No puedo ver enfrente. ¿Qué rayos pasa? Me pregunto si esto es normal. Ok. Solo me va a alcanzar a este. Au. Aquí hay un glider. Una fuente de aire. Aquí también hay una.
Nice! You breezed through it. You're a natural. I knew you'd be fine. All that's left now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's go!
Ok.
Bet you can't keep up with me. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Vamos rápido.
Over there.
Ok. Espérate, creo que tengo idea. Espérate, esa no le di. Pensé que no le había dado. Uy, demonios. Voy a usar mi arquera más poderosa, porque... Ok, sigamos andando. ¿Quién queda? ¿Nadie? Bueno. Antes de eso... Ahora sí. Solo estoy buscando cosas para agarrar mientras. ¿Al parecer? ¿Qué? Pensé que ya estabas muerto. Vamos con la luna. ¿Oh? ¿Qué se supone que debo hacer ahora?
It looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be around here somewhere. Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor. You can't escape.
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you. You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across. So how did he get across? Can you see anything with your elemental sight? No? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no! He's getting away! Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there. But... Don't worry. I'm the gliding champion of Monstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
Oi, outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Monstadt without your wind glider.
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left. Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their reward for their courage to plunge into the canyon. Be my witness. Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully...
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully... The wind says I will make it, and that's good enough for me.
Ok. Oh, Dios. Casi me mato. No, sí me maté.
Amber, no! You're gonna fall! You're gonna... It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy. By royal decree.
Vamos. Solo estoy usando a Kiki para curar a nuestros compañeros, como Diluc, que es el más fuerte que tengo. Ok, ya no se cura. Vamos a acabarte rápido.
All right, I got him. I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us. Aha! So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that we would just give up and leave. Little did he know, we're not so easily fooled. It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise man once said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. At the end of the day, gliding is 7 parts technique, 3 parts instinct, and then 90 parts courage. What you did now looked more like 99 parts courage. It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem. I kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done since then. It just wasn't the same. Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exams since then? Well, you see, the thing is, Monstadt is all no glide zone this, no landing zone that. Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether. But I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all. Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from acting Grandmaster Jean sometime. I'll head off first because I need to escort Raptor back to the city. Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there.
Ok, vamos por la licencia.
She just can't sit still, can she? Guess that's why she's the outrider. When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Monstadt. Getting this gliding license has turned into quite the adventure.
Nos podemos teleportar para hacerlo más rápido. Y bueno, como vieron cuando puse mi mapa, he desbloqueado nuevas partes del mapa y he explorado nuevas partes. Y por ahora tengo la estatua de los 7 a nivel 8. Me faltan algunas cosas para mejorar al máximo. Veamos qué hay aquí. Por cierto, una de las monjas de aquí te da un nuevo objeto de nivel 4 si hablas con ella.
Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now. Yay! I'm not surprised though. You are a natural after all. Oh, and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding championship. I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just me up there, on my own, gliding around. It's kinda boring. Oh, fighting talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is. Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, I wish you a happy, liberating, and above all, law-abiding gliding experience. Make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked. Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber.
Acabamos una misión más para este episodio. Vamos a hacer la misión principal para desbloquear a Storm Terror. Digo, para deshacernos de Storm Terror. Era Alt y aquí. Hablando de Storm Terror, es el único que me falta de las estatuas grandes para desbloquear todo el mapa que está disponible por ahora. Y si vas a los límites no te deja avanzar por alguna razón. Supongo que aún está en desarrollo en el mapa, como esto es un juego nuevo.
It's a crystal embedded with some kind of power. Lisa, are you able to analyze it?
Let me take a look. I can see impurities in the crystal, but upon further inspection... No, I'm sorry. I can't make a proper analysis at the moment. Give me some time. I'll take a look through the library's restricted section.
Right. I'll leave the research to you then, Lisa.
Understood. I'll notify you all if I make any progress. Though I wouldn't go getting your hopes up. They're incredibly ancient texts, not to mention— Ouch! Gosh, that hurt! The impurities in the crystal— it hurts when I get close. I see. It appears to react to visions. The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other. It's strange, though. You have elemental abilities as well, but don't seem to be affected in the same way. Anyway, the crystal would be better left in the hands of my cutie. It will just be a pain if left with us, both literally and metaphorically.
Fascinating. Do you know anything about what makes you special? I do not know what to make of it either. Well then, the Knights of Favonius have another favor to ask of you. Please accept the title of Honorary Knight and the gratitude of the Acting Grand Master.
Honorary Knight of Favonius?
We ask for your continued assistance in finding some answers. Storm Terror's rage and strange crystals. I know Mondstadt's peace hangs in the balance. May the wind open your eyes to the truth. We'll meet back here if you find anything.
Ok. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Y si había una misión de ayudar a Lisa en la biblioteca, lo cual se teletransportó.
If you're borrowing a book, please register it in the log. The restricted section is currently not lending any books. Oh, it's you, little cutie. It's so good to see you. More refreshing than a strong cup of tea in the afternoon.
Clearly you're meant to be working, but you don't seem to have your heart in it at all.
I mean, other than Jean, who really works that earnestly anyway? So, did you have something you needed? Or did you just come to see me? Ooh, a smooth talker. Not what I was expecting.
So, Miss Librarian, got any books to recommend?
Recommended books. Sadly, everything I'd personally recommend is all in the restricted section, which were—
What's with your ominous tone?
Oh, right. Would you be interested in checking out the Devat travel guide? I think it would be quite helpful for you as travelers here.
Ooh, sounds like it could be helpful. Do you think we could take a peek?
I suppose I can try to find you a copy from the list.
Isn't this Lisa's job? What does she mean, I suppose?
Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Our copy is currently being borrowed. That said, it is now overdue. Come to think of it, quite a few of our books are now overdue. I really wish people would just return their books on time.
Whoa, is Paimon imagining things, or does the air in here suddenly feel a lot more electrified?
Such a pain. I'm going out to bring those unreturned books back. If you'd rather get your hands on that copy of the Tevat travel guide sooner, you'd better come with me.
Lisa seems really scary right now. Paimon thinks it would be best if you answer her.
You really are such a considerate cutie. Let's see. First, we can go to the souvenir shop. It's called With Wind Comes Glory. So let's meet there shortly.
Vamos por la otra misión.
There's something you didn't tell them. The dragon and the crystal weren't the only things we saw. So you do remember him, that green guy. He looked just like that guy down there. See? See? Wait, hold on a minute. That's the same guy!
Qué inteligente, Perdonen.
His footprints lead to this wall. Did he climb up from here?
Lo más seguro es que sí.
What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine archons still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below, as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings dolce, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child, full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanting legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished, and the falcon flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Monstadt in Monstadt. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony, the bards soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave cause, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war spread. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries.
Wait, you guys are... Oh, that's right. You're the ones that scared Dvalin away. Dvalin? Who's that? Huh? Oh, right! Most people seem to call him Storm Terror. Why do you call him that? Are you two meant to be close or something?
Oh, so close.
Hey, so Paimon thinks this guy has a screw loot.
Good day, Outlander. Seems we meet again. I'm Venti the Bard. 3-time winner of the most popular bard of Monstadt, to be precise. So, what do you need from me?
Given you recognize us, Paimon doesn't believe we need to explain any further. Of course it's about Storm Terror!
Storm?
Hey! Cut it with the Amnesia Act! Alright, show it to him.
Oh, isn't this...
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
Dvalin, the anguish he feels has brought him to tears.
Tears?
He was once such a gentle child, now so full of rage and suffering. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it? Really do have some wonderful abilities. Someone like you is going to end up getting written into a bard's poem. Oh, a hero so bright should she stand in the light, though stand in the shade, and you'll be met by a blade. Alas, I've really not the time to compose a melody for you at this moment. Anyway, even if Dvalin is not taken down, his life will still wither away in the breeze. He'll burn himself out in the flames of anger. I really must thank you for purifying the teardrop crystal. It has helped me greatly. But I've already come to devise my own plan.
Oh? And what plan would that be?
Seeing this tear has brought to mind a friend so dear.
Friend?
One must be going.
Hey, where are you running off to?
To the symbol of Mondstadt's hero. Bye-bye.
Huh. What do you make of that? As far as he's concerned, you're a weirdo too, you know. Know what? Familiar? I don't know. You're alone on that one. But did he just say symbol of Mondstadt's hero? Oh, Paimon knows! It's that huge tree! You know, the gigantic one. You can't miss it. Surely you still remember.
Oh? What are you doing here? Though I was just wondering if you would happen to follow me. You speak of the god of Animo, Barbados? He already disappeared from Mondstadt a long time ago. Liyue and Inazuma's respective gods of Geo and Electro are still present, but Mondstadt has seen many a moon since they last saw their own god. Why do you wish to know about the god of Animo? Does it have something to do with Dvalin?
Oh, it's because gods...
Just how is it that everyone sees Storm Terror? I'm quite curious. That said, there's no need to rush. I have not been back in a while. It seems there are a few who are unhappy with my arrival.
The wind! I can't open my eyes! What is a creature like that doing out here? You think it was named after that green guy? His relationship with the wind seems even deeper than yours.
Bueno, llegó la hora de pelear.
By royal decree.
dragon wasn't the only thing affected by this change in the wind. Now then, you were saying someone had told you about the dragon? Is that so? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa. She's not wrong. The conflict has reached this point only because both sides have resorted to the use of force. His hate, however, did not arise from the people not making tribute to the Four Winds. Nor was it born from his own nature, but instead came about as a product of his degradation.
Degradation?
The black blood flowing through his heart has been torturing him for years. That's what has allowed him to be led astray by the lies of the Abyss Mage. They are from the Abyss Order, an organization comprised of non-human beings. They despise mankind. I don't know where they come from. All I know is that they hold deep hatred toward the human world. Many hilly trolls out in the wild take orders from them and act as their weapons. Before arriving here, I too was like Dvalin, cursed and left to waste. But now, before us stands the symbol of Mondstadt's hero, the place from which Monstadt rose. The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. Being here with you beneath this great tree feels like when the tear was purified earlier. Like the poison is leaving my body. Feels much better.
So, how exactly did you get poisoned?
That would be because I tried to communicate with Dvalin earlier, but was interrupted. As a result, not only did I not manage to help Dvalin break his curse, but instead was also infected myself. Yes, it was you. So to make up for it, you're coming with me to the cathedral.
The Monstadt Cathedral? To do what exactly?
To claim a certain holy lyre de Himmel.
Interesante. De un lado para otro.
Anything the knights can do for you?
So this holy lyre de Himmel is...
One of the most treasured items in Monstadt. It's the lyre that Barbados used to play. With it, perhaps I can help Dvalin draw his gentle nature back out of this nightmare he's going through.
Will it really stop Storm Terror from causing more damage?
Of course! I'm the best bard in the world. There's not a single song I do not know, no matter if it's from the past, present, or future. Look me in the eyes. Do you not find me trustworthy? That one doesn't work on a bard.
So how can we get the holy lyre?
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral, somewhere safe. I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want. Let me handle this. Hello there, sister.
May the Animo God bless you, young bard. How can I help you?
Actually, I know a secret that can save Mondstadt from its current predicament.
Oh, what a blessing from the god of Animo! But you should report that to the Knights of Favonius. Why have you come to me?
Because you, dear sister, are able to help. I'd like to borrow the Holy Lyre. With it, I'll be able to help Storm Terror.
Please see yourselves out.
What?
It's a vicious dragon indeed, but once the acting Grand Master makes up her mind, nothing can stand in the Knight's way.
That's simply not acceptable. Wouldn't Storm Terror end up getting killed that way?
That foolish beast betrayed the winds. Not even the god of Animo themselves would forgive it.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm afraid not, little bard. Strange. Somehow I feel so bad rejecting this sweet child.
Then, I guess I'm left with no other choice. I cannot hide anymore. My disciples, rejoice! Behold, the god of Animo, Barbados, has descended. Shocked, aren't you? Don't you just want to cry out and rejoice? How does it feel to finally meet the god you've been serving?
If there's nothing else, I'll be going back to handle the cathedral's paperwork now.
Wait!
Should I get to take...
Huh? She didn't even bat an eyelid. But I have at least learned what I wanted to know. She didn't deny that the cathedral is enshrining the Holy Lyre. Now, since you're the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius, maybe you can give it a shot.
Barbados bless you. I know you. You and Amber saved Monstadt that day. So what brings you here? Tasks from the acting Grand Master? Is that so? Not that I don't trust you. It's just that a suspicious bard came looking to borrow the Holy Lyre as well. He's full of nonsense and even called himself Barbados. He must be up to something. There are regulations in place for the use of the Holy Lyre. Currently, it's only used in Ludi Harpastum. Signed documents from the Grand Master, Seneschal, and community representative are all required. So, may I see the document from the Knights of Favonius? A signed document is required. Without it, there's not much I can do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really am quite busy as of late.
It didn't work. I knew it.
You knew it?
I just wanted to know how influential the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius is. You see, the best warrior should always be presented with the best sword. And yet here we are. Does the story not make for a fitting ballad?
So what are you trying to say? That we're not good enough?
No, that's not it. More of a commentary regarding Mondstadt's inability to see the warrior standing right before its very eyes. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply going to have to steal it. Today we stand for free will. Any suggestions on just how we steal it? Come now, speak up. That's what free will is for. Look at you, sidetracked from the start. But seriously, you're more suitable for the job than I. Aside from singing, I don't really have any other talents. Besides, if I was caught, I'd have no one to right the grave injustice of my arrest.
How can it be a grave injustice if you got caught stealing red-handed?
But things are different for you. You are the superstar of the Knights of Favonius. Should you get caught, you would easily be able to talk your way out of it. The guards here, it seems they're off duty throughout the night. If we manage to seize this opportunity, it should be smooth sailing from here.
Stop mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say? Yes. Seems I did mention that. Your point being? Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Huh?
Freeze! What are you doing here?
No, run! Oh no! We're busted! Run!
What? Follow me.
Master Diluc, this is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Well, let's hope it all ends soon.
Hi! We'd like a seat at your, least conspicuous table.
The second floor has fewer customers. You'd be less conspicuous up there. But aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Hey, keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard. I'll go ask around.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Monstadt. Not going upstairs yet?
Master Diluc, have you seen two thieves around?
What happened? Why have you mobilized so many guards?
Haven't you heard, Master Diluc? Two thieves are trying to steal the Holy Lyre.
Huh? How odd.
Isn't it? The Holy Lyre is a treasure that was played by the god of animal themselves. Such a precious piece of cultural heritage.
Why would one want to steal something they can't sell off? Would pay better to steal from my sellers.
Huh?
Sorry, off topic. Believe they headed that way.
Understood. Thank you, Master Diluc.
Today, I think I'll have a glass of...
You can put down that bottle you stole from behind the counter.
something cold.
Right. I want answers.
Let me finish my drink first. I'll pay you.
It's not about money. You seem too young to be drinking.
No need to worry. When I started drinking, you were still... Oh, you want to ask, who's this? Am I right? He is Master Diluc, the boss of... the owner of this tavern. He's very famous. By the way, his dandelion wine is one of my favorites. Although most of the time I can only afford a bottle or two.
I just heard about some thieves from the guards. For the record, I like your guts for trying to steal the Holy Lyre de Hamel. Even if you are fools. But we don't often get to see people like you.
It wasn't us that stole it. The real thief is still out there.
This is the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius. Why would someone so aspiring steal Mondstadt's sacred treasure?
Hotshot? Oh, so it's you. So, you and the bard are close friends? Well, despite only being a passing traveler, you still offered your help to Monstadt in its time of need. A shame you joined the Knights. The Knights of Favonius. Inefficient right from beginning to end. And towards the Fatui, weak and conservative. Forget it. I don't feel like talking about it.
Seems you don't really like the Knights of Favonius.
Just differences in approach is all. I have my own hopes for this city. Now, answers. Why did you steal the Holy Lyre?
You sure you want to know? It could implicate you in the affairs of the Knights of Favonius.
That's fine. I somehow always end up implicated in their affairs.
If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me?
It depends. I'll make my own judgment.
Then will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 mora and the Holy Liar. It all depends on your story.
Very well. Let me put on a show.
What did I just witness? This is confidential information.
Why? Perhaps the winds are changing. What say you, Master Diluc?
Interesting. Give me some time. I'll organize some contacts. Outlander, as one of the knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. You should be safe. As for the bard, however, it'd be better if you stayed in the tavern.
No problem. I like taverns.
Okay. Let's meet here tonight after the tavern closes.
You're here.
Wait, you're...
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster. A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise. I heard about the Holy Liar, but I never suspected it was you.
So, the sound of the Holy Liar can purify Storm Terror and return it to normal? Is that true?
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this Storm Terror issue. Now that's the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about. Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the 4 winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Monstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the Storm Terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe an Outlander so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir. Never.
Wow, this is really awkward.
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Liar de Hamel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Monstadt and Gesnhin stems from the conflict between the 7 nations and their respective gods. The cryo-gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, the only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Liar.
The number of Fatui that have come to Monstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Liar is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Paimon gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the 7 nations. Outlander, ready to go?
Jean just said the Fatui are trying to take Dvalin's power for the Cryo God. I fear this might fall short of their true intentions. I think they intend to use Barbados' connection to the wind to draw him out. Just like Lisa traced the source of the storm to the temples.
The god of Animo? Hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think that's their intention?
Oh.
Huh? Forget it. I don't like having to pry. Here, take this.
What is it?
A disguise to protect your identity. Put it on before you run into the Fatui. Unfortunately, there's still one of Mondstadt's allies. At least that's the facade we're maintaining. Our actions are going...
Ups, parece que lo quité antes de tiempo. Bueno, vamos.
No! Don't eat me! You're human? The entire floor's defenses have been broken. I thought it was the Abyss Order attacking. How did you guys know the liar's here? The place it's being kept is locked up tight. If you're after the key, keep going further into the ruins, but don't come after me. I don't know which one of the guards has it, but I'm sure you can find the guards and find out for yourselves.
This guy looks like he's about to wet himself.
You just worry about yourselves. One of the 11 is already in Monstadt. Signora, when she gets her hands on you, she's gonna string you up and torture you. When that time comes, don't you dare say a word about me.
Did he say Senora? What a strange name.
Suena como señora.
Goes by the name Signora. The fact that the Fatui can run amok across the 7 nations like they do is entirely because of the 11. We need to act quickly before she gets wind of what's going on.
Y eso estamos haciendo. Okay. Supongo que salta, ok. Okay.
Who are you? Never heard of that association before. What are you lot doing here? That lies way too obvious. You really haven't got anything better? And just how do you plan to borrow it? Think you can look down your nose at... The will of Gesnhin is as solid as the permafrost. I will not yield.
Okay. Matamos esto rápido para que podamos usar. Okay. No, pues, vamos a caer. Por Dios. No, no, eso.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Did you already beat all the other guards? What? I'm not scared of you. A debt collector will come to my aid. Fine. Not like I have a choice anyway. All right. You're free to go. I have the key here. You can head in from the hall outside, but don't tell anyone that it was me who gave you the key.
Muy bien. Ahora no se me ahorró tiempo. Oh, okay. Ok, vamos a cogerlo. Ok, me alegra que me olvidé. Ok. No sé si llamamos clases vulnerables, pero...
Finally, the lyre is back in safe hands. Where did that guy go, though? He was here a second ago.
Senora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will be so terrifying. The people of Monstadt will never sleep again for the nightmares they give them.
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end. Chicken.
Ok, vámonos. Teleport. Ah, bueno, está ahí abajo.
Welcome back. Oh, this is the Holy Lyre. You managed to retrieve it. The pattern of flowing wind carved on the rosewood, and the strings still feel cool to the touch, too. Ah, the memories.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Dvalin?
Although this lyre is the real thing, I doubt that it's going to work. As you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. Its animal power has run dry. In this condition, you couldn't play music fit for even Diluc's tavern with it.
Bards fight to get on the stage of my tavern. Don't make assumptions.
Is that really important right now, Master Diluc? And you! Did you just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean?
Anyway, we won't be able to call Dvalin with it. The lyre itself is fine, but the strings... You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of its animal power has greatly diminished. Do you still have Dvalin's teardrop crystal with you? Great! Try to use it on the Holy Lyre. It worked as expected.
This youthful glow.
Praising yourself? Really?
I was talking about the Holy Lyre.
Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the Holy Lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from replenished. It'd be...
How can we gather more?
I can surmise that Dvalin will already be crying.
suffering alone in some deserted place.
Poor baby.
This is not something that an honorary knight can accomplish alone. I will mobilize the rest of the knights to assist. When you get the teardrop crystal, please let our honorary knight perform the purification process.
Heroes supporting each other and setting out on a journey together. How exciting! Let me come up with a song for you.
Is that all you're going to do? Just sing?
Wouldn't be much of a bard if I didn't, now would I?
You're so cheeky. You deserve an ugly nickname. Oh, Paimon knows. From now on, you'll be known as Tone Deaf Bard.
This search reminds me of a feud I once had with the Fatui. 6 months ago, a thief stole treasure from the East Temple of the Four Winds.
Whoa, what was it? A cup used by Barbados?
No. Although if such a...
Pude haber.
Of all the relics they managed to dig up, one particular object was very rare. It was a vial which contained the Animo god's breath.
Relics come in every shape and form, huh?
Anyone with an eye for fine art would like to add this relic to their collection. Once word got out, the Fatui started trying to seek it out as well. They've made tons of counterfeits that can be found everywhere. In response, I just bought every one I could find, irrespective of its authenticity. We're still at it now. I've bought more than 2,000 fakes to date, and the Fatui are yet to find the real one.
Whoa, you guys are insane. So it means the real one must be out there somewhere on the black market, right? Paimon will give you a discount on them if she finds any, because Paimon's just great like that.
Sure, you can try to find the real one. I'll take what you find, even if they're fake. Once you're done, find me at the winery. I'll trade you a beer for every 20 you find.
Vamos a derrotar esta cosa rápido. Según yo es más fácil. Bueno. Hacemos esto por no quemar. Uy. Uy, se vio. Y con esto terminamos a guardia. Bien.
Paimon didn't think we'd find the volunteers in a place like this.
As knights, we are taught to hone our investigative skills.
Wow, very impressive.
In my experience, the secret to finding what you are looking for is to never look for it in the first place. Don't think too much about...
¿Dónde nos dijimos?
What?
Don't worry about it too much. The more flustered you become, the less likely you are to find it. Pay attention to what you see in your peripheral vision, and you might just stumble upon what you're looking for.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like that would work.
No, seriously, it does though. In fact, it's how I used to find my tortoise whenever he went missing.
Espero que eso haya sido toda la plática. Muy bien, no sé qué va a estar aquí. Ah, tengo que coger la buena posa nivel. Ah, chale.
Vamos a Diluc.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Ups. Muy bien. Voy a guardar eso para la otra vez. Hay una correcta de aire. ¿Cómo positivo esto? Oh, yo sí. Tiene un efecto retardado. Okay. Uy. Bien. Ah, necesito algo que no sea feo. Reacción elemental. Acabamos con una ráfaga de golpes. Ok.
We're done gathering. That was hard.
It's too early to relax. We're still not done with Storm Terror. Besides, the Fatui could also be planning something.
Hey, Diluc. I heard that the Fatui have recently proclaimed you persona non grata.
What an honor. Nobody was ever proclaimed.
Yes, why?
The Fatui? No, it's
The Fatui are a problem. Why? And when it comes to
Paimon can't imagine.
That's enough. No, I don't. You knights are sub. I had one too when I was a kid. Personally,
What? You too?
Okay.
if I were to choose between eating a cryo slime alive or joining the Fatui, I'd prefer to be crushed to death by a meteorite.
Jeez, your wording is so very dramatic.
Ok, ahora sí. Vamos volando. Y bueno, como cuando estaba volando. Ya cerramos un tiempecito. Otro medio de transporte. Creo que eso está más cerca. Creo que estoy tomando demasiado, así que voy a hacer los cortes. O quizá lo divido en partes, ya veremos.
Woohoo! Divine Protection Squad, assemble!
Let's put our crystals together. Oh. The color of these crystals looks muddy. Devalin, you're going through so much pain. Let's start purifying these crystals first. Please, traveler.
It is hard to believe such a thing is possible until you've seen it with your own eyes.
Interesting. It's like filtering wine.
I think we should have enough tears now. So next we use the crystals on the Holy Lyre like last time.
It worked!
It seems completely different from before.
The lyre's animo power seems fully restored. We should be able to use it now. It's all thanks to you.
Now, where should we summon Storm Terror? It must be away from the city, else there will be casualties should we fail. Perhaps here at the winery?
If the winery was destroyed, it's not something I couldn't eventually fix. But...
The wind that blows at sea or in high places should be able to carry a bard's words far away. It's never going to work if the air is too dry or suffocating.
Paimon understands. Sea or high places, right? Then the best location to play the lyre would be...
if you go east from Starfell Lake, there are mountains south of the beach.
Oh, you mean that beach we were on when you told Paimon about your sister?
If you head to where the cliff juts out, that place is known as Star Snatch Cliff. What do you think, Bard? Meets the requirements, no?
Let me think. Star Snatch Cliff. All right, let's do it there.
Very well. Then let's meet at Star Snatch Cliff when we're ready. Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. I didn't mean to...
Ok. Vamos hasta allá. Chale. Ahora escalar. Demonios. No voy a casar aquí. ¿Puedes decirme eso? No. Me digas que tengo que escalar todo eso. Esperamos a que se nos repare la energía y pues escalaremos. Listo. Ah, todavía tengo que escalar.
Everyone is finally here.
What a view.
Lovely for a fated reunion, isn't it? Well, we must be prepared for a fight.
Regardless of the outcome, things finally seem to be taking a turn for the better. Monstadt has really been going through so much recently.
Huh. In the end, the solution to our problem was as simple as a traveler in a song. I suppose the Knights of Favonius may have played a part in it too.
Oh, we get it, Master D-Luke. Everyone, please step aside. I, the best wandering bard of the mortal world, shall begin my performance with the Holy Lyre.
What has been done cannot be undone.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
They are communicating. Huh?
No, don't get bored.
Do not be fooled by him, dear dragon. He left you to rot alone. Now
listen to me!
To deceive you once more.
Beetles.
Let your wrath fester. Monstadt has already turned its back on you.
You were planning this all along to have me slain.
The time has come for the dragon to serve its true master. While you beware your pathetic selves, watch the world tremble with fear.
Dvalin.
Barbe... Venti, please, be careful.
You've known my true identity for some time now, haven't? Though, I thank you for continuing to use the name Venti.
How's the Holy Lyre? Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
You're right. If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to track it down.
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
What? When?
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my contacts. I've got other means for getting the job done.
Diluc. Though he dislikes the Knights of Favonius, he protects Monstadt in his own way.
Oh? Why does our little Paimon sound so doting all of a sudden?
Wait for my word. I'll be sure to let the Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Monstadt will not go unpunished.
Your Highness, your humble servant returns. When your homeland returns to this world, we shall revel in its glory.
Pues al parecer creo que reencarnó la diosa que enfrentamos al principio en lo que puede ser nuestra hermana. Diluc con Diluc.
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master Diluc.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animal God Barbatos, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Monstadt, and I don't feel Monstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados' wish for Monstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Monstadt for an extended period of time. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
Vámonos. Vamos a teletransport. ¿Qué es el objetivo? Ráfaga de golpes.
What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body. It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know if Storm Terror's Of course. I believe the people of Monstadt all know of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Monstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven. I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls. But it should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is? You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Hey, nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, honorary knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
Vamos. La historia. La historia, tío, ha hecho que casi no pueda hablar en todo el gameplay. También algunas otras cositas, pero no es tan importante. No necesitamos comida ahorita. Ah, no tengo energía. No puedo pasar, seguramente me van a ayudar a hacer algo para poder pasar. Mira, ahí hay un Nemo.
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have. I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier. Wait. What is that?
Attack! Prepare yourselves!
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly chill camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
No se me había ocurrido antes, pero...
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental concentrations. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come, and presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened. You're not entirely useless, tone-deaf bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm... Watch yourselves. Let's move.
El único que me está ayudando en realidad es Diluc. Ok, desbloqueé algo, pero dejamos para después. Ok, medio de teletransporte. ¿Ven eso coso rojo? Es lo que les decía que no podemos pasar.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Pyro wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Es lo que le digo.
a point.
Es justamente lo que iba a decir.
It's stuck. It's stuck. Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Siento que esos dos se molestan entre sí.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drink in the tavern all day. Someone doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
Con esto acabamos rápido para desbloquear el cofre. Bueno, vamos a tener que pasar volando. Lástima que ya no tengo bombas como en esa ocasión. ¡No! Chale. Ahora escalar. Au.
Look, a wind current. It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Y con esto desbloqueamos el mapa. Muy bien. Wow, eso fue rápido y fácil. Me gusta. Pensaría que parecían enemigos, pero al parecer no. No hay una corriente así, no. No es una estatua, es un robot gigante como los anteriores. Pero no hay tiempo para pelear con él.
Oh, we can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Monstadt is a city without a ruler. However, it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light.
Okay.
If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's put the last part back and see.
Punto de control.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here. Let's go find them.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
You do have a point.
Otra vez. Ah, ok. Aquí vamos. Chale.
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic. It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground. Let's start looking for the next puzzle.
Tres. Chale.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. One more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken. It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Monstadt.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end, despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
As for Master Diluc, trust what about the tone-deaf bard?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Monstadt, did no one tell you that Monstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Monstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Monstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Monstadt betrayed him, and no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Monstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
bueno, y aquí se acaba el video. Como vieron, necesitamos nivel 26, así que necesito subir de nivel. Nos vemos en la próxima. Chao.